Hello, my name is Austin Mueller, and this is REFocusMaps. So if you're unfamiliar with REFocusMaps, it is a powerful new tool to help real estate investors be more effective and more efficient. Signing up for REFocusMaps is 100% free, so if you are an active real estate investor, I strongly recommend checking it out. I'll have a link to our website in the description. So in this video, I want to quickly cover all of the current features REFocusMaps has to offer, so you can focus on investing and not learning how to use new software. So after you log into REFocusMaps, you'll see this screen here. This is the map screen. So you'll be able to search properties or locations in this search bar here. You can search Madison Heights, for example, and it will bring up all active, pending, and sold within 3 months properties in Madison Heights. So as you can see on the left here, we have a list of properties, and on the right we have the map view of all the properties. You can see the properties are these little dots, and these are clusters of properties. So if we zoom in, you'll see that the clusters disappear and we just have dots now. So you can select properties to see more information about them by either clicking on one of these dots, or you can click on one of the items in this list as well. We'll pull up the same window. So as you can see, this window has quick and dirty information on the property, beds, baths, square footage, picture, all that good stuff. If you want to see more info about the property, you can click on this More Info button, and it'll pull up this window where you can get really all the information you could want on the property. That's all here. If the property is active, you'll be able to see all of the active pictures as well and scroll through them. So another thing you can do on this table is you can sort properties by these different attributes here. So if you want to see the newest properties, you can sort. So you can see this guy was listed just a couple days ago. You can also sort by price. If you want any of these, you can sort by. So the next thing I want to cover is favoriting properties. So if you select a property here, you can click on this heart icon, and that will favorite the property. So this is particularly useful when you're looking for comps, trying to keep track of comps. Once you find them, you can favorite them, and REFocusMaps will keep track of those for you. Additionally, if you want to Google search the property, you can just click on this magnifying glass icon, and it'll pull up a Google search for that address. So for the sake of example, I'll go through and just favorite a few different properties. You can see the favorited properties also are shown with this little arrow marker as opposed to the circle marker, so you can pick them out easier. So I want to try to favorite similar transaction types. So I'll favorite a few different properties for lease. There we go. So if you want to view all of your favorites, you can click the Favorites tab here. It'll show all of the properties you favorited. And then also, if you click on the Stats tab, you'll see we've taken all of the properties that are being displayed here and calculated some averages for you. So you can see the average sale price in Madison Heights here is about $165,000. Average sold price per square foot is about $145. You can see average days on market. So similarly, we've taken all the rental data as well and averaged them, so you can see the average rental price in Madison Heights here is about $1,300 a month. And then additionally, we've taken all of the favorites. So we have 3 favorites right now. So we have an average sold price of those favorites at $1,100. Similar days on market, average is 20. So this is particularly useful when you are trying to figure out after repair values or if you need to figure out what your property is probably going to rent for, this is where you'll want to look right here. So a couple other things on this page. These buttons up top are a variety of different features. So Quick Comp will basically find comps for you in a matter of seconds. I'll cover that in another video. Visualizations allow you to basically color code all of these property dots by a particular attribute, such as close price or price per square foot, whether or not it has a basement. There are a ton of different options you can color code properties by. I'll also cover that in another video. And then next we have filters. So this will allow you to filter properties by a variety of different methods. So as you can see, if we want to only see properties for sale, we can click here. If we only want to see rentals, similarly, we can click here. And as you can see, this is all fairly straightforward. Say we only want to see 3-bedroom properties, we can do that, and it'll filter out everything but 3-bedroom properties. Additionally, we can filter by the listing status. If we only want to see active properties, for example, we could uncheck these. And then additionally down here we have these filters. So this will basically say filter out anything that does or doesn't have a basement, garage, fireplace, pool, waterfront, and homestead. So for example, if we wanted to see all non-homesteaded properties, we could click no under homestead here, and now we're only seeing 3-bedroom properties that are not homesteaded. And you can see the homestead status down here as well. So back to filters, you can see the active filters up here. It'll just be a list. So this QF just stands for quick filters. So these are going to be all of the filters you can add in this section. So you see we have the bedroom one and the homestead one. You can easily get rid of filters by just clicking the trash can button here, and that will get rid of them. So now we have no more filters. We're seeing all properties in Madison Heights. So if I scroll down a little bit, I'll just touch on the advanced filters here real quick. So advanced filters are a premium feature. We'll cover those in just a minute under the settings. But this will basically allow you to filter out properties in much more detail. This filter by attribute one here is particularly helpful. So this will allow you to, for example, if you only want to see bungalow properties, we could filter by architecture style, select is, and select bungalow. If we click apply there, we'll see now these properties are all bungalows. And the style is right up here as well. Also under advanced filters, we could filter by number. If you want to filter by any one of these properties here, or there's also a filter by proximity feature. Also particularly useful when finding comps. You could filter out all properties within, say, half a mile of whatever your target property is. So then the one other feature on this page that I want to touch on real quick is Save Map. So if you've done a bunch of work on this page, you've found a handful of comps that you want to keep track of, you can click on Save Map here, and it'll allow you to name the map and then save it so you can easily come back to it later. So you can see now we're on the Saved Maps page, which is you can find under the Saved Maps selection here. So we just saved this one, Madison Heights. This is the name of the map that we just saved. And then we have a couple other settings within Saved Map. So if you want to recenter the map, we zoom out just a little bit and say we actually want to see properties over here, we can just click on recenter, and it'll now change the map center and pull properties around that new location. Of course, you can delete a map as well if you're done with it, and also change the name. So now we'll move on to a couple other pages. First, we'll cover the support page. So this is where you can find the text version of this tutorial I'm recording now, along with other videos, other tutorials on how to use different features of the app. They'll all be here. So then the one other page that I want to cover real quick is the settings page. So if we go to settings, you'll see this is your profile settings. You'll have optionally a display name, your email, password. You can change those if you like, along with your name, phone number. These are all optional currently. If we go to billing, you'll see this is where your credit card information is stored if you put one in. And then lastly, if we go to subscriptions, you'll see that these are the optional feature subscriptions you can subscribe to. So real quick, I'll just cover the different features here. So we have sale history. So this will allow you to basically go back up to 5 years in the past. We have saved maps. So we just checked out that feature. I have 5 saved maps available to me right now. These are just the different subscription levels. We have visualizations. That'll allow you to, like I mentioned before, color code properties by different things. We have quick comp, like I mentioned before again, that'll allow you to find comps in a matter of seconds. Very, very useful feature right here. And then we also have the advanced filters, like I mentioned before, will really allow you to drill down and find only the properties you're looking for. So this page will also allow you to update your subscriptions if you want to. So for example, if we wanted to see all the way 5 years back of history, of sale record history, we can click 5 years and click update. And then of course, you can also obviously cancel your subscriptions from this page as well. So that's it. That's the quick overview of REFocusMaps. Again, registration is free. We just have these additional features that you can optionally add onto your account if you'd like. But the base program is 100% free to use. So again, if you're an active real estate investor, I really encourage you to check it out. So if you do check it out and you think a feature is missing, or you think we can improve a feature in some way, there is one more little thing here. You can click feedback. That'll allow you to leave feedback on a certain feature. If you have a comment, I am actively working on adding new features, fixing bugs, improving usability, all that stuff. So I really do enjoy seeing this feedback. It really helps me make the app much better. So yeah, I hope you check it out. I hope this video was helpful. Feel free to comment too if you have any questions. Thanks.